What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Right now, I'm talking about the 2012 NBA playoffs starting up. I'm really looking forward to it. It's always a very exciting time of the year. Great basketball is being played at a very high level. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start out with the Eastern Conference, then move on to the West. I'm going to go through each series and break it down a little bit, tell you guys who I think is going to win, who I think is going to come out of the series. And that being said, let's get it started in the East with the Chicago Bulls. They're the number 1 seed. They're taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. They're the 8th. And I think the Sixers are much better than an 8 seed, though. They're playing at a very high level this year, up until their second half collapse. They were leading the Atlantic Division, actually. And all this being said, even with Derrick Rose being banged up, I still think Chicago is going to get this series done pretty easily. I give them 5 games. I think they'll win in 5. Moving on, Miami Heat. They're the number 2 seed, taking on the Knicks, the 7th. As you guys know, I'm a huge LeBron James fan. He's playing at a very high level this year, having an MVP type season. And I think this series will be very interesting because if I was in the East, I certainly wouldn't want to play the Knicks. Carmelo Anthony is playing lights out, and I actually think Tyson Chandler is going to be the key to this series. He obviously won a championship last year with Dallas, and he's going to be able to provide that defensive presence down low and bump around Chris Bosh a little bit. And he's definitely going to be the difference maker, in my opinion. I think Miami's really got to control the rebounds. That's going to be their key this postseason. And if they're able to do that, and if they're able to also get support from their role players, they're going to be in real good shape. As good as the big three are, they just can't do it all. I mean, they're accounting for 2/3 of their whole offense. I think that Turiaf, Cole, Haslam, Joel Anthony, Chalmers, especially Chalmers and Mike Miller, really need to contribute and put up some solid numbers each night in order for Miami to ultimately win a championship this year. And I think, like I said, I think this will be a real interesting series. It'll be a fun series to watch. But I think Miami's going to get it done. I'm going to give them 6 games to get it done. That's what I think they'll win in 6. Moving on to the Indiana Pacers. They're the 3rd seed, taking on the Magic, who's the 6th. Indiana's really snuck up on everybody this year. They quietly moved up to the 3 spot. They've been playing some real good basketball. It's sort of gone unnoticed, based on all the other hype in the East. But they've been playing very solid. And obviously Dwight Howard's not going to be around for the Magic this postseason. So I'm really interested to see what Roy Hibbert's going to do down low for the Pacers without having Howard defend him. And I think that as long as Danny Granger is shooting pretty well for Indiana, that the Pacers are going to pretty easily win this series. I'm going to say 5 games. Most experts say 4. They think they're going to sweep. Most experts think they're going to sweep, but I'm going to say 5 games. And finally in the East, Boston Celtics, they're the 4th seed, taking on the Atlanta Hawks, who's the 5th. I think the way the Celtics have been playing lately has really been something to watch. They have a lot of experience on that team. And with the Hawks, Josh Smith and Jeff Teague are going to have their work cut out for them, especially with no Al Horford. And Rondo and company, I think, are going to get it done in this series. I think in 6 games. Most people say 7, but I'm going to say 6. All right, that was the East. We're going to move on to the West now. San Antonio Spurs, they're the number 1 seed, taking on the Utah Jazz, who's the 8th. I really think the Spurs will take care of business in this series very easily. Utah did go on a great run to end the year in order to lock up that 8th spot, but there's no way San Antonio is going to lose 2 years in a row to the number 8 seed. Obviously, they lost to Memphis last year, and I think they're going to sweep this series. I think they're going to sweep Utah, get it done, move on to the next round. Oklahoma City, they're the 2nd seed, playing Dallas. Dallas the 7th. Dallas, the defending world champions, who beat Oklahoma City in the conference finals last year. However, Oklahoma City's won this season series 3-1, and as dominant as the Thunder have been playing, with Kevin Durant winning his 3rd straight scoring title, Russell Westbrook's averaging about 24, 6, and 5. I think Oklahoma City's going to win this series in 5 games. All right, Lakers, they're the 3rd seed, playing the Nuggets, who's the 6th. Lakers are healthy. Kobe's having a great year, and they finally got a true point guard, taking nothing away from Derek Fisher, because I'm a very big Derek Fisher fan. But Sessions is playing very good. He's running that offense well. And LA won the season series against the Denver Nuggets 3-1. And I think Denver's going to put up a fight, but ultimately the Lakers are going to win the series in 6 games, in my opinion. And finally, Memphis Grizzlies. They're the 4th seed, taking on the Clippers, who's the 5th. And this is where it gets interesting. The Clippers won the season series 2-1. I really like Memphis. I do. I like Marc Gasol, and they got a lot of talent on that team. But I think as long as Chris Paul for the Clippers, as long as he's able to control the tempo of this series, and as long as Blake Griffin's able to do more than just dunk, I mean, that Lob City offense is pretty predictable. As long as he's able to do that and Chris Paul controls the point, I think they're going to be in real good shape. I think the Clippers were hurt this year a lot when Chauncey Billups got injured, and when he was sidelined for the whole year, including this postseason. That I think he would have been able to provide that veteran experience. But that being said, they got to move on without him. And I think the series is going to go down to the wire. I got the Clippers winning in 7 games. So right there, gave you guys all my first round predictions. I want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to hearing your feedback and your predictions. If you have any other topic you want me to discuss in the world of sports, let me know on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Please like, comment, subscribe if you can. And I'll be posting more videos soon. Thanks for watching.